Moving on now, and Schoolies celebrations are well and truly underway on the Gold Coast, as we've been talking about this morning. Thousands of students from around the country heading to the glitter strip over the coming weeks, and for the very first time, a free pill testing service has been made available for partygoers.
Yeah, the trial aims to reduce the harms that come with taking illicit drugs by checking the substance and sharing the results before they are taken, but opinions remain divided over the controversial practice. Joining us live is adolescent psychologist Deirdre Brander and former Queensland Police Commander Jim Keogh. Great to have you with us. First, Deirdre, to you. Do you agree with pill testing being available at Schoolies?
I believe that research tells us that having pill testing at these festivals doesn't legitimise drug use, but what it does is create an environment in which children and teenagers become educated about having what they're putting in their mouth understood and aware of the dangers around that. And we know that education really is the key here.
OK, Jim, experts claim that the service could prevent a lot of potential overdoses or even deaths. Would you agree with that?
Certainly not. The statistics show that 90% of the children who do get the pills tested go on to consume the pills anyway. So there's no real education there, there's no reform, there's no rehabilitation. They still retain the pill and use it anyway. So we're really supporting them committing a criminal offence, possessing the dangerous drug, and then going on to consume it. It's a lose-lose situation.
Jim, can I just ask, where's that 90% figure come from?
From Canberra. They had testing down there at Canberra, and I can tell you the figures here from Schoolies, 1 in 6 surrendered the drug at Schoolies. The rest kept the drug for their own consumption later on, albeit after being explained to them what was actually in the drug.
Deirdre, I want to ask you a question about peer pressure. Does it work in reverse? So if you had someone get a pill tested, they realise that it's not what they thought it was and they don't take it, did the friends around them, do they see that and think to themselves, do you know what, I'm not going to take it either, even if they haven't decided to take an illicit drug?
Trevor, that's a great point, and we know that we have research that supports that peer pressure can go a long way to informing friends about what they're taking, and we know that this group are very happy to share results of pill testing when it's shown to be dangerous, and that's one of the things for this age group particularly, who are often participating in illicit drug use for the first time. There is a lot of fear and anxiety around that, coupled with peer pressure. So if we get information out there about this is not safe, we don't know what's in these tablets, what substances are in there, that can go a long way to change teenagers' behaviour. It's about reducing risk.
OK, Jim, we hear that you are anti-pill testing. What do you think can work? Because we certainly do not want to see any more people die.
Look, firstly, I support education for the young people, as was just outlined. That's of paramount importance. But surely we can get that education, get that message out there prior to them actually being in possession of the dangerous drug. Once they're in possession of this dangerous drug, the statistics show that they're not actually surrendering the product, they're still taking it. So the harm minimisation really isn't there. By all means, get on the proactive stance and on the front foot and educate them. Utilise peer pressure on these occasions there to try and share the bad misgivings that will fall out from the drug, but encouraging them to retain the drug or to take the drug or to be in possession of the drug sends the wrong message. It's not a consequence to an illegal, illicit action.
Let's leave it with this. Both obviously differing opinions. Deirdre, what advice do you have from parents with your background?
We try to have really honest conversations with our teenagers about the impact of drug taking. But the reality is our teenagers are more likely to take information from a pill testing service than they are from mum and dad. But open communication, looking out for each other is the absolute crucial part for every teenager attending Schoolies. Look out for your friends. Don't be afraid to seek help if you are concerned.
What about you, Jim? Advice for parents quickly?
certainly the education, harm minimisation as far as the child goes is of paramount importance, but also explaining to them that this is in fact a criminal offence. You will be breaking the law and there will be consequences to your actions. So certainly education is at the forefront on a two-faceted approach.
OK, you both have very good points, and you make a really good one there, Jim, because a lot of these kids have just turned 18. They'll be tried as adults if they are involved in some sort of illegal behaviour. Thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you.
You're welcome.